everybody, it's Jay Roby. I wanted to make this quick endgame video tonight based on a Blitz game that I played recently. And I wanted to make this for a couple of reasons. First of all, I'm behind in material. I'm playing white in this position. My opponent was playing black. And for all intents and purposes, if played properly, it's a win for black. But I wanted to talk a little bit about, resigning and when to resign and when I think it's a good time to resign. And in this position, I didn't want to resign, even though I knew that I was behind in material and my opponent with solid play would probably just end up crushing me. But my motto is that I like to see what happens in the end game as much as I possibly can, whether I'm winning, losing, or if I feel like I'm in an equal position. Because what happens if you always resign when you think that you're behind too much material or positional strength is that you end up only getting to play the end games where you either have an advantage or you think that the position is equal. So you're totally cutting out a whole bunch of games from your end game practice, especially as a newer chess player. It's totally reasonable at the top levels of chess or even in the higher ratings that aren't, international masters to resign when you're pretty confident that your opponent is not going to make a mistake in the position. But when you first start getting going in chess, you're going to have a lot of losses. And I was no different and still am. When it comes to Blitz, I have my fair share of losses. But cutting all of those out of endgame practice, in my opinion, just isn't worth the sacrifice in terms of getting better at the end game. And I'm looking forward to your guys' thoughts on that. But I'm really a firm believer in fighting it out to the end and having the opponent earn the win. Now, like I said before, though, if you're totally behind like a crushing amount of material, or your position is just dead. Like in my last Blitz video, I had the last game in it, and my position was just dead. There was nothing that I could do, and my opponent had very straightforward moves to win the game. But in a position like this, I'm behind material. I wanted to fight it out.